Oh, Chubbicorn.
Hello, I'm Mr. Santamont, and today I'm going to show you how to draw different jumping poses, 9 to be exact. And we'll start with one that's pretty simple. It's a person that is preparing to jump. It's from the side view. So we'll just kind of do like a zigzag gesture line, which represents the torso and the leg. And then I will draw the torso built on top of that first sloping line. And then from that bottom of the torso, the thigh and the knee, leading to the lower leg. So notice their center of gravity, it's a little bit off. The head is hanging over the toes, but they're in motion, so they're about to jump forward. So they're facing sideways. We have where the eye is. I drew the little like nose and jaw. And then the arm going back. So we'll have the shoulder, elbow ending right about there, and then we'll sketch in the hand and forearm. And just solidify some of those lines. All right, and that's pretty much it for that one. Now this next one is going to be like a running jump. So they are, this person's leaping over maybe a low object like a rock or maybe a small fence or a bush or something. So there's the gesture line curving back, the angle of the shoulders, and then the torso on top of that. And then for this one, I'll draw the upper leg coming straight out of the bottom of the torso, just straight down, continuing that angle, a diagonal. And then the other leg is going out forward. So this leg is actually the closest to us, even though the leg starts off on the further hip. And then I will draw the arm back, similar to the last pose, except instead of a fist, the palm is up, fingers are curled, hand is up. Although it kind of looks weird. Let me fix that. The hand is a bit long, and that elbow is kind of janky looking. So I'll just kind of trim that up a little bit. There you go. All right, now the foot is foreshortened, or the lower leg is foreshortened, so it'll just look like more circular with a little bit of a curved line there to represent the shin. And we won't see the other arm. This is drawn from a photo, so the person's other arm we just assume is behind the torso. All right, next pose is going to be more of a stationary hop, like characters jumping straight up or preparing to land. Maybe they've jumped from a high place and they are about to impact the ground or something. So their legs are bent, and you'll see here their torso's curled forward. We don't really see the neck. A bit of foreshortening there. And then I'm going to draw the arms out, just similar to the last one, but a little more straight out. Hand facing backwards. And then the other hand is foreshortened, turning away from us. So it looks a little bit smaller. And then for the legs, this leg right here, we're just going to see the knee. We're really not going to see the thigh because it's so foreshortened. It's coming straight out towards us. So we have the shin, the calf, but not much of the thigh. And then the toe is angled up, just implying that they have not touched the ground. And then I'll draw the other leg out and back. So I'll have the shin and calf, and this toe will be a slight different direction. And again, that just implies that they're still airborne because the toes are not lined up or smashed flat on the ground. I'm just going to solidify that hand a little bit. And that's it. All right, next one is going to be a low angle view of somebody. This is actually a parkour person that was I drew from a photo. And so we were like, it's as if we were on the ground looking up as they jump between buildings. So we have the torso is in front of the head this time. You can see that half curve connection there, the half circle. And then the arm is going to come out from that, from the shoulder. It's going to obscure some of the head. And then we will have hands facing down. So I'm just drawing like, simple hands, no fingers this time. And then it's a little bit tricky, but this leg is foreshortened. So it's the hip closest to us, and it's coming towards us, but not quite, not all the way like we had the last pose. This one's a little bit turned down, and then the foot is back. And then we'll see the other side of the hip there with the leg coming out. And then this time, the leg is not foreshortened, or the upper leg, but the lower leg is. So we'll have the shin and the calf and a little bit larger foot proportionally down here at the base. Now you could really push that and make the legs or foot a lot larger if you really wanted to like make a forced perspective and exaggerate that part is closest. We have the other arm drop down low because the shoulder is on the other side but lower. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the lines so it's a little more obvious as to what is going on here. So we wouldn't really see the person's eyes. It's more like you're looking at their mouth, underneath their nose, and their jawline. All right, this next pose is leaping over a fence or a low wall using one hand. So the person is going to be pretty much sideways, like horizontally aligned. And I'll show you that torso curve right here. I could have drawn a gesture line. I guess I just went straight with it for the torso this time. It's okay. And then arm straight down. So this arm is holding up the body's weight for a brief moment as they vault over a low wall. And then one leg is out and then bent back. So we have the knee right there, and then I'll draw the foot later. The other leg is fully extended, slightly bent. So we have it slightly lower there. So there's the foot, foreshortened on the other leg. And then we have the leg, upper leg extending, toe pointed up. And then the other arm is turning away from us. So I will draw that looking like really tapering significantly. So you can see there's like the elbow already, and then the forearm, and then the hand. So all of that exists in a very short space. So it's turning away, it's facing back. And then I'll just solidify this a little bit, showing the thumb and the top of the hand. And that's it. All right, so this next one is same idea. This one just looks like, this is actually from a photo. Someone actually did this. This person just looks super cool and chill as they vault over a low wall. This one's more facing us, but it's the same idea. You'll see there's a shape of the head there. I just kind of emphasize that the person is looking straight at us by drawing both of the little cheek lines or whatever, the jawline. And then we have the curved torso and pretty much straight across shoulders. So the torso is kind of like a macaroni piece. Arm going straight down like before. But this time the hand is facing us and like kind of curled over the ledge. So the fingers are curling towards us, like over the wall. And then this person just jumps in style. So we have one leg that is going straight at us. So we're just going to see the knee right here. Mostly the knee and the shin, not so much the upper leg. And then the other leg is going out, but a little bit more, bent at the knee. So coming up, and then knee bend right there, and then down to the rest of the leg, toe pointed up. All right, now the arm is just, I don't know, this arm you could probably change. I don't know. It goes out and then it actually just kind of comes down in front. And it just looks like the way I drew it here, looks like it's just casually resting on his knee, like he's about to tell a story. So I don't know. You could change that up or try to find it. I think I put jumping over an object, person jumping over an object in the Google search. All right, here's a person jumping over a hurdle. So this could be like a track scene, Or again, another running jump, but more of a side view. So we'll have a torso that is swept back as they propel themselves forward over this object. And then I realize my leg is going to overlap Mr. Cool Guy next door here, so it's okay. There's going to be a little bit of a toe overlap. So I have the forearm now, and then the fist in front of the face, because we are below this person. They're jumping at a level just above our eye level. So we see their under part of their arm. Also, we see the upper leg foreshortened, because if you've ever seen hurdlers, they don't just jump over with their knees down. Their knees have to twist sideways. Their upper leg has to go out sideways in order to clear the hurdle. Otherwise, their knee will just knock into it. So this person's leg is coming at us. It's lifted sideways. So there's some foreshortening there. And then the other leg is straight out. So it's like, well, it's out, but it's bent right here. So as that one reaches or clears the obstacle. And then we don't see the other arm in this photo. Again, this is drawn from a photo, but I did not have a view of the person's other arm, and so I just left it out. And then just cleaning up some of those lines, making sure that that lower leg is in front of the upper leg. And then I'll draw the hurdle, just a little represented by this little angled stick held up by two other sticks. All right, our next pose is another this is another pose that is like a parkour jump. I think parkour jumps are probably the best jumps to study, because the limbs are more dynamic and they're really jumping for their life. Like they make the jump count, and so it's a little more of an obvious leaping person, and also it's good practice from drawing from below. So this pose will also be from below, because oftentimes the photographer is at a safer place or on the ground. So we have the leg and the foot coming towards us, and then this other leg is more sideways, like a side view. And I apologize, I don't think I gave myself space here for the toe, but there's there's a little toe pointed down at the bottom there. Now the arms, because it's a low view, we see the arms blocking the head, so they're reaching out. Maybe the person is jumping to grab onto something. I forget the context of this one. I just know it is parkour. And then the other arm is foreshortened, so we just see a much shorter version. We just see the forearm and the hand. All right, time to clean up those lines, just to make it more clear as I solidify and just finalize or get closer to finalizing this drawing. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so this last pose is another parkour pose. The person is landing. So they made a successful jump. And there's that curved torso. They are looking down. And then let's see, we'll draw the leg at a diagonal. And then going the other way for the lower part of the leg, toe pointed down. And then the other leg is going forward, preparing to make impact with the ground. Toe pointed up or at a diagonal. And then the arms are kind of up by the face. Looks kind of like a punching or fighting position. Like I would draw these hands for like a defensive boxing position. Check out my boxing video. I actually have this character in boxing poses. So if you haven't seen that, I should provide a little link in this video. That would be fancy. All right, I'm just shading that back arm there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. All right, thanks. Have a good one.